Hey, right. Decup back again. Just got through watching Miss Gina's video, and I have to say, Miss Gina, um, I listened to what you say that happened to your daughter's. What I think Babe have said about your daughters, your kids, and possibly I think you said a guy, which I think you were speaking about Chopper, the foul things that he said about doing to your daughter. Um, I knew nothing about that. I heard. I didn't see any of those videos, knew nothing about it. And absolutely, you're correct. Um, the outrage, yeah, I would be outraged. And you have every right to be upset and outraged about it. The only thing that I disagree with you on, um, and we all, we can disagree, agree to disagree, and that's about Tracy. Now, I did hear, and I said on one of my other videos, um, what you had said. You had got fed up because I think Fabe had said something about your I think I said your daughter or your kids, and you took it and then you got fed up and you said what you said, and you entitled to get fed up and you said what you said. But like I said, I knew nothing about the other and what Chopper had said about your daughters. Knew nothing about what Fabe had said, something about putting your daughter on some porn site. Knew nothing about that. Now, that just as wrong as what Tracy said about her daughter. All of it's wrong. Like I said, all of it's wrong. And I understand you have every right to be as angry as you are because it was your daughter. And as I said on the other video, we all know how you are about your kids. I even said Miss Gina is a mother hen when it comes to her kids, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody know Miss Gina don't play when it comes to her kids. There's nothing wrong with that. All mothers should be like that. Yeah, they really should. Their kids should be put before them and anybody else. But I don't agree with Tracy, the things that she say, the things that she do, and I do not agree. Now, hear me out. I never talk about other people's kids, like I've said many times before. Nor do I talk about or tease or say anything about any woman that cannot have kids for whether it's a medical reason or something else. Okay? But what I did say, and will always say, is that if a woman have not birthed a child of her own, have not carried a child for 9 months and birthed a child and have taken care of a child until they leave that woman's house, 18, 19, whatever, and even still, that is a mother's bond. That is a mother's love. And unless you have had that, then you would not feel and say the things that Tracy, and it may be other women that drag kids. I don't know of any other women right offhand that I could say. Well, let me take that back. Tracy, Fabe, if I'm not mistaken, have said something. She said things about James Caldwell kids. Okay. Now, they have this term dragging. I try not to use that term, but I use it because y'all use it. Okay. But I say, if you curse out kids or use curse words when you're talking to kids, I use curse, but y'all use drag. So I'll use the term drag for y'all. But she have said negative, derogatory stuff about James' kids. Okay. But Tracy can say those things, and when Tracy say them, they come deep. It's deep and foul and nasty. And for me, the reason that she can say those things in the way that she can, in the way that she does, is because she don't have a motherly bond. She don't have that motherly love because she's never birthed a child to have that, to feel that, to know that love. And that's that love that you have. That's that bond with your children that you have. That's that motherly love that she'll never have. See, that's that. If you mess with my kids, if you mess with my children, I'll fight you. No matter how old I am. If you mess with my children, we're going to have some problems. That's that motherly love, that motherly bond that a woman that have birthed children. No matter if they're a drug addict that live on the street. No matter if they're homeless on the street. No matter if they're in prison, sitting in prison cell right now, and that mother makes a drive every weekend to go get that visiting hours. That mother will go every weekend to go to visitation. See, that's that motherly love, that motherly bond that a mother have for her children. That you don't necessarily find in a father, because he didn't carry those children or that child for 9 months. He don't have that bond that a mother have. He don't have that love that a mother have. So see, there's a difference. And I'm not talking about criticizing or teasing Tracy because she couldn't have any kids, or talking about her fallopian tubes. No. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that bond that every woman that's sitting in the chat that have kids, that have birthed a child, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, that knows what I'm talking about. But see, Tracy don't know of that. She don't know what I'm talking about. So that's why she could say the stuff that she says. And it don't bother her to say it. And when she said, she means it. And when she said, she could cut deep when she said, because she mean it, because she don't have that other women have. So don't get me wrong, Miss Gina. I know that mother that you are. And I understand what you're saying. And you have every right to be enraged and upset. And like I said, I knew nothing about all this that was said about your daughter, your daughters, and who said it. I did know, and you're right. You have every right to be enraged, but like I said, we have different opinions when it comes to the Tracy thing. The other about Fabe, and don't get me wrong, like I said, Fabe's hands is not clean. By no means do she have clean hands, because she talked about James' kids. She don't know James' kids. She may have seen James' kids. I don't know. I've seen his kids once, long time ago. But she have not had any reason to talk about James' kids. Okay, and people want to pretend that they don't know that Fabe started with James. Okay. You know, but instead, I see that Tracy made a post saying something about starting a petition against Fabe, about not taking care of her daughter and all this other stuff, and and I had heard little bits and pieces because I don't watch 5A. I don't watch 5A's videos. I stopped way back when she started calling Spilly Boy all the derogatory uh, names. I stopped because, like I said, if you're calling him derogatory terms, names, then you're calling me also. And so I stopped then. I have not watched any of videos. So um, if I don't hear people talk about something that she may have said or done on her videos, I never know uh, what is going on or what she said. Um, so that may be some of the reasons why I don't know. Um, and and that may be some of the issues why I don't know that have happened to you. I'm not sure. See, and 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 I understand. I definitely understand some of the things that 5A has done to you. I definitely didn't did not like because it just wasn't right, and I didn't agree with it, and I didn't see anything that you had done to deserve the stuff that she did and said to you about your son and some other things. So that kind of turned me off. Um, but I'm, I stay to myself. I stay in my little chat with my little group of people, and we we like to listen to videos, and we have our little fun. We listen and laugh and have a little fun, but getting too involved, we don't. We don't beef. I don't beef back and forth with people. That ain't something I do. Um, but we'll do a little hee hee kiki. But with Tracy, I know you said you down with Tracy. You agree with Tracy, and I could understand why you say that, but because, and you said Tracy said she's she she'll fight cradle to from the cradle to the grave. And she does that. She talk about kids. She talk about. I guess she'll talk about dead people. And then you made a statement about what about people using her mother's picture, her deceased mother's picture. And yeah, you're right. That was disgusting. Yeah, it really was. It was shocking the first time seeing it. But I mean, Tracy always pretends that nothing, and she's not scared of nothing. She's not scared of nobody. And she's just this brave individual of everything. So if she pretends that it doesn't bother her, then Where's the outrage gonna come from? Why 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 would other people be outraged if she's not? Because she act like it didn't bother. She could care less. She act like it, and she said she could care less. That's what she said. Every time it flashed the Jason or whoever, um, TSCCBS or Chopper, whoever put that uh, her mother's deceased picture. She just she said it didn't. She don't care. It didn't bother her. She so no one's going to be outraged if she's not. And she pretends all the time that um, she's not scared of anything, anybody. Nothing bothers her. Nobody bothers her. So okay, you people, that's what people say. Well, if she's not bothered, then okay. If she's fine with it, okay. But you can't, now that you've gotten caught up in some other stuff, you can't bring up, well, they used my mother's picture of her being in the casket. Well, okay, but you should have, if it bothered you, if you was enraged, or it was all that serious to you, you should have said something then. You should have, yeah, not wait 6 months, 7 months later, and then want to say something about it because something else have come up. All of this is really just a mess. A mess with grown people that are too old to be doing this. And I hear, like I said, I haven't watched 5A's videos, so I've heard from videos and people saying that 5A had her daughter twerking on camera for cash apps. If that's true, that's not good. That's not good. You should be protecting your daughter. That's not good. And and the statement that Tracy made about 5A's daughter and putting her on those sites and the perverts like her, that is not good to be saying at all. That could be taken as human trafficking or sex trafficking of a child. Just, I mean, that was just foul to say. It was foul, and People could make a big deal out of it and her end up in her ending up in some hot water, having to speak to some uniforms about what she said. That's why these people on here, people think that they can say anything and everything they want to say just because the mouth belongs to their body. You can, but the consequences behind what you say, what comes out of your mouth, may cause you some issues. So if you don't mind having to face some consequences, you go ahead and say whatever you want to say, because it's your mouth. But some things you can't say. Some things you have to watch what you say. You can say you know that you was just mad, and you just said it, or you was mad and you don't remember saying it. You were just that mad. But you have to, people have to watch what they say. And some of those ladies that was on Billie Jean's panel, and I'm not going after them, and the women that was in the chat, I'm not going to say that I know these women, and they don't have to listen to me. I'm just making a video. If you take advice, you take it. If you don't, you don't have to. But my advice would be, regardless of whether Tracy is your friend, or you can call her your friend or not. Some friends you don't need to follow into over a cliff. Okay. Some friends you need to stop and let them know, or tell them some things that they're doing or that they're saying is not, they shouldn't say, or they shouldn't do. And yes, yeah, her pieces, as she calls them, they are nothing but yes, Tracy's. Whatever Tracy say, whatever Tracy do, it's good. They like parrots. They repeat whatever Tracy say. They just whatever what they think Tracy is gonna make Tracy okay, and that's not good, because I'm quite sure most of those women in that chat has children, and it is sickening to think that they sit in that chat and listen to Tracy talk about, dog out, curse out, and says just disrespectful stuff about people's children. And they sit there and they have children themselves. And then they listen to Tracy say all that stuff about somebody else's children. How do you feel? How do you do that? How do you sit there? How do you sit there with an honest heart and an honest mind, knowing she's sitting there cussing out somebody's child, cussing out somebody's children, calling somebody's children all kinds of foul names, and you got children or a child at home yourself, but yet you sitting there amening her. That's right, Tracy. How can you do that? That's foul. That's foul on y'all's part to sit there and amen her. Where is your motherly bond for your children? Where is that motherly bond, that motherly love that would make you be honest and say, Tracy, now I have agreed with you on a lot of things, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you on what you're doing and what you just said and what you're saying now. Talking about cursing out somebody's child, or dragging, as y'all call it, somebody's child. This is adults' mess, not children. These kids are innocent. They don't know. They have no part in this. And I just have to be truthful. And just say, don't sugarcoat it. Don't sit there and try to just appease her. And say, I disagree with you. You dragging that child. You saying what you said. You cursed this child out. You cursed that child out. Whoever child it is. I can't get down with you doing that. Dragging people's kids. So, like Miss Gina said, when I was listening to it, where's the outrage? Now, it did seem like a lot of people were being outraged. Well, she didn't just start dragging people's kids. She been dragging people's kids, as she called it, from the cradle to the grave. And they just starting to be outraged. Why just now? You see, what, instead of y'all running to her chat, jumping on the panel, laughing and having fun when she's on there dragging somebody's child and cursing out somebody's child, because that's what she do most, is cursing, foul language, derogatory name, and all this. You should be saying, I can't get down with you, Tracy, with dragging people's kids. So I'm going to have to cut my ties with you. I can't support you any longer. If that's what you're going to do, if that's what you're about, dragging people's kids. Because just like I told Rico, she talk about Chopper's status, just wait until you piss her off. She's going to talk about yours. And she did just that. So, if she talk about one person's, or drag one person's child, if you piss her off, she'll drag your child too. If you disagree with her and piss her off, she'll be dragging your child too. And so, for all of these women that are enraged, outraged, and don't agree with what Tracy is doing and been doing, stop supporting her. Stay out of her chat. Stay off of her panel. Stop supporting her financially, super chat, cash out, and any other way financially. The thumb down don't make a difference, because the thumb up or down is doesn't matter. But stop supporting her and watch them views go down. And if the views go down, that's taking away her money. And then you'll see if her subscribers mean anything to her, and see if she change her ways. If she don't, then that means she ain't never gave a damn. If she do, then that'll tell you that money that not going to her chat, that not supporting her panel, and that financial support is important, and she needs it. So she'll try and change what she's doing. That may force her to stop dragging kids. Do I think she'll stop? I don't think she'll stop. Sorry to say, but I don't think she'll stop. But I tell you one thing, if she starts seeing those supporters staying out of her chat and that number go down, she'll change something. Something is gonna happen. Cause I've seen videos tonight from people that I've never seen in any of these chats over here, talking about Teresa. So that really tells you something. Teresa's name and what Teresa has done, that talking about putting that child's picture on those sites has really spread it like wildfire to other like sectors. And it was not a good video. And basically they called just sex trafficker. Sometimes you have to watch what you say. You have to watch what you say. You have to watch what you do. Saying those things and talking about putting a child's picture on those type of sites is not a joke. But Miss Gina, I just wanted to say I'm sorry that happened to you and your daughter or daughters. That definitely was disgusting to hear. Foul. I definitely can understand why you were so upset talking about it, because I would be too. That was messed up. Really messed up. But I know if I had, I know I didn't hear anything about it. I don't know if it's because I don't catch every video that everybody make, or is it because we in my little group we don't, get to see or hear everybody's video. And sometimes we be doing our own little thing when it gets too messy. But I never did. I did not hear. I did not hear anything like that. But I just would like to, say I'm sorry that you had to hear that about your daughter. That would have shaken me. That's foul. And yeah, that's messed up. But I hope you have a good vacation. And I just hope all this stuff between Fabe and Tracy just cease, just stop. It's a mess. They're too old. I mean, these are 40-year-old and 50-year-old women, grown women, supposed to be grown women. One with a child. Need to stop. Let this go. Forget about it. Um, yeah. So I just wanted to make that video because I was listening to your video and I was like puzzled. I was like, who said that? Really? I was like shocked. It's unbelievable. Putting your daughter's picture on the porn site and all that. I was shocked. I had not heard that. So I just wanted to make a video because I think he was upset because he was saying about where was the outrage about your daughters. People saying, I guess 5A saying that about your daughter, and Chapo said what he said. And I was blown away. Yeah. So I do understand you being really upset. That would make me upset every time I think about it or have to talk about it. But yeah. So I just want to say, I hope things get better for you. And thank you. Take time to listen to my video. I hope you understand. And no, I'm just talking the stuff that is that comes to me. Maybe somebody can take some advice. If so, it's good. If not, so be it. But have a nice day. Thanks.